Dan in Calabasas, I'll say Calabasas, I believe that is out in California, says, "Hey Paul, FR5s have two terminals labeled woofer input and two with high input. Is it recommended to biamp the FR5s? And if not, in which terminals do I plug in my single 2-channel cable? Please treat me like a 4-year-old." Okay, so here's a pair of, well, here's not a pair, but here's an FR5. And you'll notice on the back, as many speakers, there's one that says woofer input and one that says high input. And what we normally do is have a jumper pair that go between the two. So you put your input into one of these, and then from there, it's feeding over to the top. There's a lot of debate, and that should come as no surprise to anybody in the high-end audio industry, as to which one to use. Personally, I use the jumpers. I do not biamp, and I go directly into the woofer inputs, because here's the logic, and it is only logic, and I can give you the exact opposite logic, which I'll do. But, okay, so the most power this speaker is ever going to use is coming from or into the woofers, right? I mean, this little turkey will put out, geez, 33 hertz. And it's amazing. I mean, this huge passive radiator on the back, the woofer, this sucker goes down, and it sounds like a big, big speaker. Well, it does that mostly because of the woofer. All right, this amazing woofer that Chris designed just is extraordinary, because this is doing mid-range, the bass, the whole bit. The tweeter is the same tweeter we use on the bigger Aspen FR30s and 20s and 10s. It's an amazing planar ribbon tweeter, fast as could possibly be, but it doesn't take a lot of current. It doesn't take a lot of wattage. And the majority of what you're hearing is coming out of here. So that's my logic in putting into the woofer terminals first and then jumping over to the top end. If you did it the other way around, one would say, and here's the opposite logic, this tweeter is so revealing that any little anomaly, any little wonderfulness is going to be expressed more from this than from this. So you put your best foot forward when it comes to the top end and the tweeter. Either logic works. That's mine to go into the woofer. At the end of the day, I'm not sure how much it matters in either case, to be honest. Should you biamp this? Nah, I don't think so. I would, however, if you can afford it, get a great pair of bi-wires. Now that does make a pretty big difference, and that's something that you should explore, by wiring as opposed to by amping. Okay? All right, thanks for the question, Mr. 4-year-old. All right, bye.